which kind of technique he's using to get into the system, and he's using the same weak point to implement a virus in the computer system of the company that was by mistake infected with the Bundestrojaner. So Bundestrojaner opened the back door, and here the software comes in. And there is now a loss of 20 or 30 million US dollar by that company. So what do? This is a big problem for law enforcement. This is a big problem, will be a big problem for law enforcement agencies, because of course they're responsible for what they're doing. So if they're aiming for you and hitting somebody else, well, they're in trouble. They have to pay for compensation. So I'm not quite sure if I would like to release such a software that I cannot control. It's, from my point of view, very difficult to control. So not only from the point of view of international law, but as well as from the point of compensation, I would be very carefully by disseminating such a software.
Last question to give us a break of quarter of an hour.
I was wondering, government and law enforcement, don't they realize that actually the ones they are targeting are getting away with it, and that actually they are taking away more and more rights from all the rest of the people who have no bad intentions, but also no way to circumvent? Aren't they aware of this? Or are they really just so much focusing on getting the bad guys that they can't see that they're always running behind and that they're only annoying other people?
Great point. I'm meeting senior lawmakers on a regular basis all around the world. And, well, I'm very realistic when it comes to the potential of politicians. The difficulty is the people that are at the moment leading the discussion in Germany and explain us how important this instrument is, these are people that have absolutely no idea about computers. Mr. Beckstein, for example, in Bavaria, he's one of the guys that we need the instrument. Just about 2 weeks before he said we need the instrument, he explained in a newspaper that there was a virus coming from the BKA. And it has said something BKA, very important document. And he said, I would have opened this document if my wife wouldn't have told me that there was a report in the newspaper the day before that this could be a virus. So somebody who publicly says that he has no idea about this topic is, from my point of view, not the right person to come up 2 weeks later with the great knowledge he has about this topic. So the difficulty is there are a number of people discussing this topic that have absolutely no idea about the technique. They're saying we need it. Somebody told them they need it, then they say they repeat it. So there are just very few people involved who really have an idea what there is happening, what the consequences are, and what the limitations are. So possibility on the one hand side, that's what every politician knows. They know, oh great, I could do this, I could do that. But the limitations is something they're not aware of, and that's something where I have to say, I'm a lawyer. I'm limited with regards to the knowledge in this area as well. So it's you, actually, who we're relying on, and this is why we need you, that you prove, no. Great idea, but it doesn't work. As you said before, you said no, it's from a technical point of view, from your point of view, it's not possible. So we need people who prove that, because those people who are responsible in the discussion at the moment, they have no, my personal opinion is, they have very little idea. And this is why they're slowly taking back many things they said before. They said, oh, we can install it, nobody will recognize it. We install it via the internet. Now they say, we have to go into the flat twice before we can install it. So I think they're becoming more realistic at the moment. But we need to discuss with them. They are making the laws. We have elected them, our mistake, and now they're making the laws, and now we have to discuss with them and persuade them. At least see a chance that if there are good arguments, they will understand these arguments as well, and not only focus on the aim.
Thanks, Marco.
Thank you very much.
After a short break, Marco will stay with us for another talk about terrorists and the internet at 1700. So after a short break, this will continue.